Alright, so I'm going to walk you through this play from the beginning, my read and everything, to show you a little bit. It's a bad read, but it'll give you a little bit of an idea of what I'm talking about with magnet catches and magnet interceptions. So we'll walk it through. This is a team I have on an online franchise. It's a fantasy franchise. I have Tebow as my quarterback, and I'm going to be throwing to Julio Jones, which is coming off the line right to my right. So I hike the ball. And I make my reads. I don't see anybody getting open. So you'll watch me try to make a forced pass to Julio Jones, who's double covered at the moment, but I directional throw it. Now, as you'll see, we'll go from the angle of the ball. As you can see, he's double covered. Now this guy, first of all, he's creeping, but I think my guy can beat him. Or I can beat the ball. So as you can see, he goes up. By the way, warping through my dude, but we won't touch on that. But as you can see, the ball's coming in at an angle. And you see it's intercepted right there. Here's the problem with that interception. We'll watch it from the angle of... We'll watch it from this angle. There's Julio Jones, and who's this defender? Smith. I don't know which safety that is, but that's Smith, number 30 for the Patriots. Like I said, it's a fantasy franchise. I didn't take the time to look since it's against the computer, as nobody was playing them. So, as you can see right here, there is no way he's already up in the air. There's no way he's going to get that ball. That ball should, in fact, be coming to Julio. Now, like I said, it's a bad read. You could argue that it's a bad throw. Whereas it could have easily been batted down. But the problem with it is, see, you can see where his hands are and where the ball is. But moving forward, as you can see, the ball starts to move into his hands. And he goes with it. Let's go back a little bit further. So he makes the jump. He's not near the ball. In fact, the ball's already past him. As you can see, the ball has already passed him. And it should be going to Julio Jones. But instead, the ball curves into a magnet. And that, in fact, is what I call a magnet interception. It's not as prevalent as it was. Now, this is one of the ones with the defensive backs. You'll see it a lot with the middle linebackers. But basically, see, perfect shot right there. Past his hands, nowhere near him. Julio, actually, it's going right towards Julio's hands. Actually, it's going right towards his helmet. So all he'd have to do is move a little bit to the left, and that would be his. But for some reason, the computer decides to curve the ball into his hands. I told you I would get video evidence if I ran across it anytime soon, and this is the first time I've seen it, or at least been paying attention, because when I threw it, I knew it was a bad ball. I'll admit that straight up. But knowing that it was a bad throw and a bad pass, I went to go back and look at it to see what I did wrong. And I realized that, in fact, it should have been a completed pass. So, there you go.